This week we've got a classic from Winchester. This is a Model 70, and this particular version is called the Super Grade Maple. Now the Model 70 has been around for a long time, and during the course of Winchester's corporate ups and downs, the Model 70 stayed in production. There was a period of time, the much derided post-1964 era, when Model 70s did not retain some of the features like the Mauser claw extractor that made it a classic. But in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, Winchester got back on track and began to produce what it then called the Model 70 Classic. And true to form, this gun had the single feature that made it the most one of the most revered hunting rifles of all time, which was the Mauser claw extractor. It's a basic two-lug Mauser style bolt. The other thing that made the Model 70 well loved among riflemen was the three-position safety. All the way forward was fire, halfway back was on safe, and the bolt was still able to be manipulated, and all the way back was fully locked. So in bringing the gun up to shoot, one could leave it in the middle position and simply, as the gun came to the shoulder, clear off the safety with a simple flick of the thumb. It's a system that proved very safe and very convenient for many riflemen. Now this particular Model 70, as I said, is a super grade. The features that make a Model 70 a super grade typically consist of a high grade walnut stock. This particular version is called the Super Grade Maple, and it does in fact have a fancy maple stock. This is all cut checkering. It's got a generous rubber recoil pad and a black spacer at the back. Of course, the front has the ebony fore-end tip, which again, super grades were known for. That was the upgrade. The other thing in the stock about the super grades that was an upgrade from the standard Model 70s, which had QD studs in the stock fore and aft, were these inletted and double screwed swivel receptacles that were much more akin to something you'd see on a custom rifle. So there was quite a bit of additional work there to get that feature. Also, the magazine floor plate actually was engraved with super grade. And of course, it's a drop box design that operates with a button here in front of the trigger guard. All of this on the super grade also was a one-piece steel bottom metal arrangement, so that was another upgrade. The super grade also has this cross bolt, which is not just decorative, it actually is a fastener that goes all the way through to the other side and helps to arrest recoil. And then in this particular version, with the post late 80s classics, they all have the knurled bolt knob. And you know, what I think is a very good design for a bolt handle in terms of its shape and its length and the amount of leverage that it gives you to close the bolt. So those are some of the particular upgrades. The super grade, this particular gun right now is mounted with a Leupold VX3i 4.5 to 14 by 50 scope, which is, you know, a good fit for this gun. This particular version is in 308 Winchester. Of course, there's a variety of chamberings available in both the Model 70 and the Super Grade. These guns today are put together in Belgium and Portugal. Portugal is where the final assembly happens, and then they're brought in through the Browning company, which again, Browning and Winchester being sub-companies of Fabrique Nationale in Belgium. So these guns have been made in Connecticut for most of their lives, and then were for a time made in the machine gun plant owned by FN in Columbia, South Carolina, and today are put together with manufacture in Belgium and assembly in Portugal. Still the same rifleman's rifle, still the same controlled round feed, Model 70, with classic stock lines. I did forget to mention also on the Super Grade, there is the shadow line cheek piece, where there's a distinctive line here at the bottom of the cheek piece, and then sort of a more sharp line here, and it just is a little more attractive version of that. This one also, by the way, has a steel grip cap, which is typically would have been an upgrade to a standard model. So all in all, the Model 70 Super Grade Maple is a gun that stands out. It's a gun that embodies all of the classic features that the Model 70 was famous for, and today it's one that you're going to see making a statement when you have it alongside other walnut stock guns. To learn more about the classic Model 70 and other Winchester guns, visit winchesterguns.com. And for more Guns of the Week, visit AmericanRifleman.org.